be true. Speculating, a long time waiting to hear a word back from you. Conversations in my head got me conflicted with what you said. I tend to second guess myself, like too much. 'Cause I think that I've been falling ever since that day out in the park. And I don't know if this is love, but maybe this could be.
Good morning, friends, and happy Friday. Happy day 5 of the readathon. Be sure in the comments down below to let me know how the readathon is going for you guys. How many books have you read? How many prompts have you fulfilled? Let me know all the things. Also, just so you know, I did indeed wake up like this. So yeah, this is what we're working with this morning. But I wanted to hop on here and do an introduction clip really quick because I don't know if I'm gonna have time after I get ready for work. Before I go into the office, we are a little bit shorthanded today, so I'm going to be in kind of a time crunch, but I do have just a minute before I get ready, and I wanted to give you guys an agenda. So as usual, work, and then of course you will get your lunch update, and then I am going this afternoon to get my hair done. I am so ready. I have not colored my hair in many years, but the last couple of times I have been in to get my hair cut, I have been told that I have quite a few grays coming through, and I myself have seen them. In fact, I, for the longest time, was telling myself, like, they're just really blonde hair. Like, they're just really, really light blonde hair because, like, the sun is bleaching it. Well, yeah, that's not it. So I actually am going back to colored hair. So the last half of this video, my hair is gonna look a little bit different, but I don't really know exactly what color I'm gonna go with. I'm not gonna change it too much, and I don't normally do like highlights or anything. I just do one color all over. So it might not even be enough for you guys to notice, but we'll see. Then this evening is the Big Kahuna live sprints with all of the hosts of the readathon. And they're gonna be playing games, and it's gonna be such a fun time. So that is tonight. I just think that that will be a really fun way to end this work week. So that's the agenda. But before we get going for the day and we get this appearance taken care of, I wanted to show you guys my garden. So this probably feels really random, but I am so proud of my garden. So I have a very small vegetable garden this year, and I really do not know what I'm doing. So no judgment, but you are free to give me any and all pointers down below. But I didn't do very much because I didn't want to get overwhelmed. I just wanted to dip my toe in and kind of learn a little bit about what I'm doing before I have a little bit bigger garden next year, hopefully. We'll see. So this year I just have like one tomato plant. I have one zucchini, one cucumber, a few green bean plants, and a couple of carrots. She's doing really well. I definitely think that I have already seen a couple of mistakes that I made that I will remedy next year, mainly being the zucchini and the cucumbers. I think I planted them a little bit too close together because they are definitely growing into each other. And then next year I think I will grow them up instead of kind of letting them have free reign of the raised bed. So anyways, but I want to show you guys because I'm really proud of her, and who doesn't like to see BB tomatoes like life-giving on a Friday? Am I right? Let's go see the garden. Okay, so here we have our tomato plant, and she looks so good. Look at that baby tomato. And I just noticed I have another little guy coming in right there. Oh my gosh, I just love it. It's like one of my favorite things. Oh my gosh, and there's another one. Hold on, I don't see it. Oh, there it is. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. They're so cute. Okay, anyways, I'm fangirling now. And then, so we have like this planter over here. Jeff's brother, he actually put that together for us, and I need to spray paint it with like this special spray paint, because it's obviously like just one of those blue oil barrels, but it is like a vertical garden, and he personally grew a bunch of strawberries in it, and so I'm going to use this next year, and I'm so excited about it. But here is my beautiful little garden. So over here we have our carrots. These little guys are our carrots, and then these right here are our green beans, and they're doing so well. And then this is the mess that I have going with our cucumbers and our squash, so, or our zucchini. So I don't really know. Somebody who does know, let me know down below, but is that like a guy who's gonna grow into a fruit? I don't know, but I don't have anything on these yet, but I am firmly believing that I will definitely get some harvest from them. It might not be exactly as much or as good of a harvest as I originally wanted, but they're growing really well, and like I said, I've learned, and I will do differently next year. But for now, I am just going to water these babies and then get ready for the day. Happy weekend, friends. It is officially the weekend because I am off work, and you may or may not have noticed, but I got my hair done. I decided to dye it like one shade darker than my natural color. There is something so relaxing about going to the salon and having someone else play with your hair for an hour and a half that I absolutely love. And I'm so glad to be back to the darker color. I feel like it gives me a little bit of contrast and depth. And I was gonna get footage at the salon, but my sweet hair girl, she's the best, and we were just having really good conversation, and so I just wanted to stay present. But we are home now, and I am so glad that it is officially the weekend. I was a little sad because I did not get to do my final lunch update for you guys for the last day of the work week for the readathon, but I did not take a lunch today because I needed to leave early for my hair appointment, and I had a really long list of things to get through. So did not take a lunch, did not get to read any yet today, but I am home for the evening, and I'm hoping to get some good reading done tonight. So I'm feeling some pressure because I have only finished 2 of the 6 books that I have for this week, and it is day 5. In fact, day 5 is already half over for me. So I really need to knock out some reading this evening. I am gonna look and see what audiobooks I have or could get for the books that I have left. And I think I'm gonna listen to one of those while I do a little bit of housework before the beach bash tonight. I'm so excited for that. It's gonna be so much fun. But glimmer of hope, because I really think I might be able to finish both BB&B and Lisa in Love this evening. That's a little ambitious, but it's Friday, so I do feel like I can stick it out and stay up a little bit later this evening. And also, if I have the audiobook for one or both of those, I really, really think it's doable. We will see, and I will have a reading update for you guys, hopefully before the sprints start, and then I can update you guys after the sprints. Also, side note, I don't know if you can hear or if you could hear it last night, but my allergies are a full-on Jamie Spears, and they have taken over my life. So that is what you're hearing. I'm not getting sick. It's just that the pollen is outrageous in my hometown. So this is what we're dealing with. But let's get cleaning, let's get reading, and hopefully I will have an update for you guys before reading sprints start. All right, let's go clean.
Staring out the window, reaching for a North Star, waiting just to wake up from this nightmare where you could be right back in my arms, dancing to the limbo, stuck here in the middle. You tell me that it's simple, but I could paint 1,000 different pictures of what is wrong. But if we turn the clocks back a couple dials, we should throw them out, because time ain't ours, oh, but you fill me up, and I can feel it now.
I'm fixing to join the beach party and live reading sprints, but before I hop on there, I wanted to give you guys my halfway thoughts. I am on chapter 13, and that's page 184, which is just a little bit over halfway, and I don't know exactly how to feel about this. So I'm really enjoying her friend group, and in every single chapter there are text conversations both between her and Jack and her and all of her friends. And so the glimpses of the friendships I'm really enjoying. Her friends are a fun bunch, but I'm a little concerned that we're a little bit over halfway and Sadie still feels pretty selfish to me. There's been a conversation at this point where Jack asks her why she thinks that she's selfish, and she talks about how growing up she was in an abusive home and that her dad was a narcissist, and how that really affected her view of herself, which I can appreciate. I understand that, but I still feel like she actually is selfish. It's not necessarily something that she tells herself, but she isn't, if that makes sense. There's also been quite a few times where she makes comments about how hot she is and about like how talented she is, and I'm like all for confidence and like girl power, but there's just something about Sadie's character in general that kind of like that those comments coming from her rub me the wrong way. Maybe that's just me, maybe that's a preference thing, maybe that's just a personality difference thing, but so I'm not really for sure how to feel about her yet, because there is still half of a book left to go. And so I'm not saying that there's not going to be some great character growth, but I'm not seeing the signs of it yet. Also, the pacing seems a little bit weird to me. So they move in together. Right after she moves in, she decides that she is not going to get another job, but she is going to start her own floral business. And in the meantime, she will bartend. So during the day, she drums up business for her floral shop, and then at night she bartends. But she needs space for all of the flowers and the arrangements and such, and so she just kind of takes over his apartment without even asking. That particular event was very odd to me, but she takes over the apartment with all of her arrangements and all of her flowers. It kind of seems like Jack had a crush on her from the beginning, because he immediately is just like, yeah, that's no problem. Like, sure, take over my entire kitchen, take over my entire first floor bathroom. Like, he just immediately is just like, give. Absolutely, take anything you want. And so we're seeing that he's obviously a giving person, but he barely shares anything about himself to Sadie up until really about the halfway point is when he really starts to share about his childhood and about his parents passing and the grief that he's gone through. And I think maybe the author was attempting to make him super mysterious and that would draw us to him. But for me personally, I just feel disconnected. I feel like I don't really know who he is. I don't feel like he has had much opportunity to show his personality in the book. But there have been a couple of cute moments where I've been like, oh, like that's really sweet. And so I don't know. I keep going back and forth at this point. Kind of one of those books that I'm afraid to form a formal opinion until I get closer to the end or until I finish it. But that's where I'm at. I'm going back and forth. I'm teeter-tottering, so we will see. But I am not going to read this during the sprints. I am going to read BB&B because I'm really anxious to get back to it. And I think that's a really good sign that I have missed it, because I have not read from it in like a little over 24 hours, I think. I really am enjoying it. So I think that's a really good sign that I'm like anxious to dig back into it. But in the meantime, let's go have some fun with these amazing ladies and all of you amazing participants who are going to be on the live beach party / reading sprints bonanza.
Are you reading? The girl wakes up in someone else's bed. Why does that sound familiar?
I know.
That's impressive.
I wish I knew the genre.
I think that would help.
It would.
Once an hour.
Your faces. We are here with a bedtime update. So the beach bash was so much fun. All of those girls are just the best, and they had me laughing so hard. If you were not able to join in for the beach bash and live reading sprints on Liv's channel with all of the hosts, you need to go back and rewatch it. They played guessing games, and their faces were cracking me up when they were trying to guess like the titles of books. Oh my gosh, so funny. If you weren't able to join in, you need to go back and rewatch it. Definitely worth your time. And once again, story of my life, I overestimated how much I could get read tonight. But I do have an update for beaches, bungalows, and burglaries. I was able to finish it. I was not able to finish or read any more of Lease on Love, but I was able to finish BB&B, and it was so good. It was so cute. It really does give you all the Southern vibes. We have our potential love interest being set up, possibly even a love triangle. We shall see. I love a good love triangle in a cozy mystery. I'm not a big love triangle fan in like regular romance books, like contemporary romance books, but for some reason in a cozy mystery it does not bother me at all. And so we have a potential setup for that, but also the mystery itself I felt like unraveled really well. I do think the culprit was a little underwhelming for some reason for me, but just a little bit. It was nothing super disappointing by any means, but it did feel just a little bit underwhelming when I found out who the killer was. So definitely continuing with this series. In fact, I've already downloaded the second one, which is like driving deserts and derelicts. or something like that. I love the names of the books in this series. They're just hard to say. But I already downloaded it and I will be getting to it at some point soon. That one was definitely a hit. I am rating it like 4.25, 4.5 out of 5. Absolutely adored it. But I'm gonna end the vlog here for today, and I hope you guys had an awesome day 5 and that you guys got to join in on the beach bash, and that maybe you even got to finish a book today. I think a lot of us will probably get much more reading done the next couple of days with it being the weekend. So I'm excited to see everybody's reading updates. And I personally am super excited for tomorrow because I have a surprise. I have a surprise and I am so excited about it. But that's all you're gonna get out of me right now. I am gonna go edit, and then I am gonna catch some Z's so that I can be primed, pumped, and ready for day 6. All right, friends, I will see y'all at sunrise, and I hope you sleep well. Good night, my loves.